Emma closed her eyes and smiled. For the first time in her life, she didn't feel incomplete. She felt whole. Months turned into a year. And Whitaker's Rest had become more than a restored house, had become a sanctuary. Not just for Emma, but for the many souls who found comfort beneath its roof. Travelers left notes in the guest book describing how peaceful they felt. How the house seemed to carry a warmth that words couldn't capture. Emma often thought about what inheritance truly meant. Most people imagined wealth, jewels, or estates. But what Henry had given her was something different. It wasn't just a house, it was belonging. It was a piece of history, love silently guarded through decades. And a truth that reshaped her very sense of self. Sometimes she would sit in the garden, the evening sun dipping low, and think about her mother. She wished she could have known. Margaret's struggles more fully, understood the weight of her sacrifice, yet there was no bitterness in her heart anymore. Margaret had chosen survival for her daughter, even if it meant erasing Henry from their lives. And Henry, in turn, had chosen love. Even if it meant never being acknowledged. Two broken halves of a story had finally come together in Emma. She had grown up believing she was ordinary, unnoticed and unanchored. Now, she knew she had been deeply loved, even if from a distance, even if imperfectly. That knowledge filled a void she hadn't realized had defined her for so long. One spring afternoon, while tending to the lavender beds, Emma overheard a guest telling another, "There's something special about this place. You can feel it in the walls, like it carries someone's heart." Emma smiled quietly to herself. Yes, she thought. It does. In the evenings, she continued to read Henry's journals. Some pages were about daily routines, others about long-forgotten details of Boston life, and many about Emma herself. The way she laughed, the way she held her books too close to her chest, the way she once hid behind her hair in school photographs. He had noticed everything. One night, closing the journal after another entry filled with Henry's tender observations,